Coca-Cola, available across the Cayman Islands from Tortuga distributors. Accept no substitutes. Taste the feeling with Coca-Cola. Brand Source Home Gallery, inspiring luxury. West Bay Pharmacy, taking care of your health. And JN Money.
From abroad to yard.
Fast, affordable, convenient. Doctor's Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctor's Hospital. Always there for you. Call 949-6066. And giversplanet.com. Cayman's online platform for fundraising and charitable donations.
This is For the Record with Ort Connor.
Coming to you live from Radio Cayman Studio.
For the record.
For the record. For the record. Hear from your government officials, independents, and the opposition on issues that matter to you. For the record. Engage in an open dialogue between residents and lawmakers.
For the record.
For the record. For the record. Informative, impartial, insightful.
This is your talk show.
1-800-534-8255. Your calls, your input. This is For the Record. And now, your host, Elliot Connor.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, O land of soft, fresh breezes and verdant trees, so fair. Today is the 18th day of May 2022, right here in the beautiful Cayman Islands. We hope and we trust that everyone had a restful, peaceful evening, as well as the week so far. Haven't been on the show since Friday of last week, Monday being a holiday, so I hope and I trust that everyone has been doing well. Those of you who are on the roads of the Cayman Islands, whether you're a pedestrian or a cyclist, or if you're operating any type of motorized vehicle, we urge you, please, 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 be extremely cautious. Ensure that you observe the rules of the road, and remember that the life you save may just be your own. There are too many vehicular accidents on the roads of the Cayman Islands. And we have several reasons. We know why that is happening. Has to do with several factors. Poor driving habits, persons not knowing how to drive properly, persons not knowing how to navigate the roads of the Cayman Islands, persons driving under the influence, and at one time in the Cayman Islands it was driving under the influence of alcohol. That has changed now. It could be under the influence of several substances as well. So again, we urge you to please be extremely cautious out there. Drive defensively. That means that you sometimes have to drive for you and you have to drive for the other driver as well, keeping a safe space around you and anticipating what other drivers may do as well. So again, we want to urge you to please be extremely cautious on the roads of the Cayman Islands. Those of you who are celebrating a birthday today, we want to wish you a happy birthday, and I want to wish my sister, Eileen Campbell, a happy birthday today. I think last year I got it all confused, and for some reason I thought it was the 15th of May. And so this year I got it right. So I want to wish her a happy birthday today. We had some birthdays over the past few days as well. We have Miss Dana Cole, who celebrated her birthday on the 15th of May. Yesterday, my good friend, Mr. James J.D. Martin, celebrated his birthday, and we have belated birthday greetings coming from family and friends, including, I'm going to say this, including Nini. Now, her formal name is Olga, but we call her Nini, and she prefers to be called Nini as well. So birthday greetings coming from her, from JD's wife, Joni, his daughter, daughters, sons and daughters, the whole family, and of course all of his friends and neighbors in Palmdale as well, wishing him belated happy birthday. Yesterday was his birthday, and he has no qualms about you knowing his age as well, 79 years of age, and doing well as well. So big belated happy birthday to him, and had a enjoyable dinner with him at Sunset House last night amongst family and friends. Some persons were unable to make it because of conflicts. I believe that there were other things happening at the Seafarers last night as well. So, but JD had a good time. He's enjoying life, enjoying family, and his family enjoys him. They enjoy him as well. So we have Miss Dana Cole. We have Mr. J.D. Martin. I saw on Facebook where Mr. Walling Whitaker celebrated a birthday, I believe, yesterday as well. So I want to wish him a belated happy birthday. And I also want to say to you that the staff and management here at Radio Cayman will be announcing something fairly soon in relation to birthdays. And I believe that when you are listening, audience, all of those who support Radio Cayman and who recognize Radio Cayman as being your radio station, that you will enjoy that announcement that is going to be done. And I'll just say this much, folks, it is geared towards you out there, and we want to hope and we trust that you will take advantage of the opportunity. We know, based on the feedback that we have gotten so far, that there's an appetite out there for what we're going to be doing. Notice I'm being very coy about it, simply because I don't want to let the proverbial cat out of the bag yet, but it is something good that will be coming along as well. So bear that in mind. Those of you who have lost loved ones, again, we want to express our sincere condolences to you. We hope and we trust that your faith will help to carry you through these extremely challenging times, and that the memories of your loved ones will be a blessing to you as well. And I want to specifically mention Miss Phyllis Moxham, also Dana Cole's mother, Miss Phyllis Moxham, and her family. They unfortunately lost their mother, Miss Verna Hazel Valley. Her maiden name was Brown. She was born on the 25th of July, 1924. So we want to extend our sincere condolences to Miss Phyllis and the rest of her family on the passing of her mother as well. And more details will be announced later on in relation to the services in memorial of Miss Verna as well. Those of you who are ill, whether you're at home or at a medical facility, we wish you a speedy recovery as well. So, folks, I want to thank you for allowing Radio Cayman and, of course, by extension, For the Record, into your homes, into your vehicles as you traverse the busy roads of the Cayman Islands, into your places of work, wherever that may be. As you know, For the Record is a show produced by the staff and management of Radio Cayman, and it is geared towards keeping you abreast of issues as they arise and play out on the local, regional, and international scene. I am your host, Art Connor, and you're welcome to join me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7:30 a.m. until 10 a.m. During that period, our phone lines are open. Beautiful radio voice of Miss Susan Watson, again, religiously, right there, waiting to take your calls. You can call us on our toll-free number, provided courtesy of Flo. How many years, my dear? 31 years, right into it, in that control room, and she's been, I would imagine she's probably done everything, in Radio Cayman in those 31 years as well. So she's waiting there to take your calls. You can make your calls on our toll-free number provided courtesy of Flo. That toll-free number, 1-800-534-8255. You can also call us on 949-8037 and 949-6990. Email us at fortherecord, one word, fortherecord at candw.ky. WhatsApp us, 925-3261, where you can send us a text message or leave us a voice note, the contents of which will be played during the course of the show. And, of course, you can follow us on YouTube simply by subscribing to Radio Cayman live stream. One more birthday greeting. This one was waiting for me right here in the studio. And this thing has come up on the screen to block my view of it, so hopefully I can get it off the screen, but I will share that with you as well. What did I do there, Miss Susan? Okay, here we go. Miss Ethel Rivers of West Bay. She turned 94 on the 16th of May. So we want to wish Miss Ethel Rivers a happy 94th, belated happy 94th birthday. So she turned 94. Which reminds me, for those of you who are listeners out there, I had a question yesterday. Someone was inquiring as to the oldest living Caymanian now. Who's the oldest living Caymanian? And if you are out there and if you know that information, please pass it on, because I'm not sure if the individual, if the party actually was able to obtain that information. But if you do know, please let us know exactly who may be or who is the oldest Caymanian alive now. Okay, let's give you an update on the COVID situation in the Cayman Islands, and this update was issued on the 17th of May, yesterday, and the public health released figures, and they say that positive cases reported to public health during this period are currently as follows. On Friday the 13th, we had a reported number of 131. On Saturday the 14th, it was reported at 95. On Sunday the 15th, 82. And on Monday the 16th, 91. So we see the numbers dropping from 131 to 95 to 82, and then coming back up again. And of course, these are just reported cases, so we really don't know what's out there, which means that we still need to continue to follow all of the health and safety protocols as far as COVID-19 is concerned. The report also pointed out that there are 1,752 estimated active cases of COVID-19 in the Cayman Islands. 14 persons are currently hospitalized for COVID-19 related causes, and of those 14, 6 are vaccinated. Goes on to tell us that the 7-day rolling average for May 17th is 114, so average daily reported cases of 114. Also that the sister islands reported 17 new cases, leaving total cases since the beginning of the pandemic at 900 in the sister islands as well. And the active cases, folks, listen to this, active cases in the sister islands are currently at 91. That is a figure that I think that we should be paying attention to as well. 91 active cases in the sister islands. Time for us to take a commercial break. Folks, please stay tuned. For the record, we'll be back shortly.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, He hath founded it upon the seas.
The 1700s proved to be a very important century to the Cayman Islands. Permanent settlement of Grand Cayman began with a few families, most notably the Boddens. Between 1734 and 1742, 5 land grants in Grand Cayman were made by the governor of Jamaica. At this time, mahogany and logwood were exported to Jamaica. In 1780, William Eden, a mariner and early English settler, established a cotton and mahogany plantation in Savannah's Pedro Bluff and built St. James, now known as Pedro St. James Castle, a remarkable building for that period and the only house on Grand Cayman to survive a devastating hurricane of 1784. In 1794, the wreck of the 10 sails occurred, and Cayman's most popular legend of how the island became tax-free was born. In 1798, the governor of Jamaica appointed the first magistrate in Cayman.
Since 1993, Rotary Central has worked diligently each year to provide quality bus shelters to our community. A traveling convenience to our school children, the elderly, young people going to work, guest workers, and visitors using the public bus. We, Rotary Central, help you, our advertisers, make it happen. Your marketing dollar travels a far way. Positioning your message, your product, your services, your presence in over 83 bus shelters. Every dollar you spend, every advert you place helps to build another bus shelter, providing modest comfort for Cayman travelers. Reserve space now on the only billboard medium in the Cayman Islands. Email rotaryshelters@gmail.com. rotaryshelters@gmail.com. The Bus Shelters, a partner in community convenience. Another inspiration program by Rotary Central Cayman Islands.
Radio Cayman's Historical Vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
JN Money touchdown. Send the money now. Reach wow. You say you need some money, JN Money, I go send it in a hurry. Get through quick when you come collect your cash, or use your money card and swipe it in a flash. Send funds to any bank, yeah. Pay your bills quick, yeah. Low fees, you know what it, yeah. JN Money, we are pick, yeah. Send and receive funds at any JN Money location. It's fast, affordable, and convenient. Money touchdown with JN Money. Send funds to any bank, yeah. Pay your bills quick, yeah. Low fees, you know what it, yeah. JN Money, we are pick, yeah.
Call 345-945-2014 for details. Available at JN Money locations across the Cayman Islands.
We think it's time you crossed over to a new vehicle. And with the Toyota Corolla Cross now at Vamt Motors, you have plenty of reasons to make the switch. The crossover body and hybrid engine is a sleek design in a sturdy structure with a spacious interior that opens to extensive cargo space. Stuck in traffic? The high-performance self-charging hybrid system automatically switches between gas and electric vehicle mode, helping you lower both fuel costs and carbon emissions. The Corolla Cross has full LED lighting inside and out, an integrated display audio system with energy monitor, and a dual-zone climate control system to ensure comfort for all. Test drive the new Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid today at Vamt Motors, Walkers Road.
Are you feeling sick, but don't feel ill enough to go to the doctor? Ask your pharmacist for advice. Here at West Bay Pharmacy, our pharmacists have been trained to offer helpful, easy-to-understand advice on the treatment of everyday minor ailments for yourself and all the family. Anything from headaches, cough and sore throat, to cold sores, our pharmacist will know when medical help is needed and will not hesitate to refer you to your doctor if your symptoms demand it. Like doctors, our pharmacists have a professional code, which means all personal information you give them will be treated in the strictest confidence. Visit us today at West Bay Pharmacy, where we care about your health.
What's that? No sugar, same amazing taste? Coca-Cola Zero Sugar is here to stay. Classic taste, pure satisfaction. Be sure to stop into any Tortuga location and get your own case of Coke Zero. Or grab an ice-cold one straight from the cooler. Brought to you by Tortuga Distributors Limited. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling, Cayman.
System 1 loaded.
1-800-534-8255. What is on your mind when it comes to the government, independence, and the opposition? Issues that matter to you. 1-800-534-8255. Waiting to hear from you. For the Record.
This is For the Record with Ort Connor.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. No guests in the studio yet. We have some press releases that I want to share with you as well. And just to remind you that we will have the Leader of the Opposition and Member of Parliament, Miss Barbara Connolly, in the studio with us after the 8 o'clock news as well. And want to share with you information about the Child Safeguarding Awareness Campaign that the government is embarking upon. And the release says that government announces educational awareness campaign on child safeguarding. And it says that government is placing a renewed emphasis on awareness, education, and understanding of issues related to child safeguarding amongst the public and professionals. A campaign over several weeks will provide information about how to identify signs of child abuse or neglect and how to make a report for the well-being of the child. The concept that child safeguarding really is everyone's responsibility has been endorsed by government leaders. Honorable Minister Andre Ebanks, Minister for Investment, Innovation and Social Development, is quoted as saying that our children are the future custodians of our country. This campaign is designed to promote understanding amongst all members of our society who are involved with the development and well-being of children, specifically as to the vital role they hold in protecting children from harm. That's a quote by Minister Andre Ebanks. His Excellency the Governor, Martin Roper, added his support for the campaign, and he's quoted as saying, we all interact with children at some point in our lives, whether as parents, friends, caregivers, or through our work. We need to educate and raise awareness that safeguarding is everyone's responsibility. We all have a role to play in protecting children, personally and professionally. Effective safeguarding of children can only be achieved by putting children at the center of the system, tackling cultural attitudes to abuse, and by every individual and agency playing their full part, working together to meet the needs of our most vulnerable. The Deputy Governor, Honorable Franz Manderson, also endorsed the effort, and he's quoted as saying, in the Cayman Islands, our laws and policy support a robust child safeguarding framework based on global standards to protect children, young adults, and other vulnerable people, who lack the ability to advocate for themselves. He goes on to say that this framework is designed to involve This framework is designed to evolve as new challenges emerge in society to ensure that we respond accordingly, with the utmost priority being the children remain protected. Legislation in the Cayman Islands, the Children's Act of 2012 revision, recognizes the Department of Children and Family Services, that is DCFS, as the department having responsibility for the welfare of children. The Act also provides the legal basis for cooperation between government departments and others to help the Department of Children and Family Services discharge its functions. It obliges all adults who are entrusted through their profession with any aspect of the education, care, and welfare of children to report child safeguarding concerns, referred to as mandatory reporting. Parents, family members, and other informal caregivers also play a vital role in safeguarding children. If abuse or neglect is suspected, confidential reports can be made to the Department of Children and Family Services by phoning area code 345-945-0545 for Grand Cayman and 345-948-2331 for Cayman Brac. If a child is in immediate danger, then you should call 911. After a referral is made, MASH acts as a central point, bringing together key agencies to consider referrals of children who may be at risk, to identify the risks and respond with the most effective interventions. Awareness training is available through the Cayman Islands Red Cross. The Family Resource Center also delivers child safeguarding training through its program. So there it is, folks. Government's re-emphasis on child protection and on child safeguarding as well. Too many times we pay lip service to these things. We talk about our children being our future, and on some occasions it doesn't go beyond the fact that we say it, but we don't live it. We don't display it in our actions, in the way we talk, the way we treat our children, whether they're Caymanian or non-Caymanian. A child is a child, and we do have laws in the Cayman Islands that are intended to protect children. We need to support those laws. We need to recognize them. We need to make sure that we adhere to them and report to the appropriate authorities when we see that we know is either morally or legally wrong as well. So, folks, with that, we've reached the top of the hour, the 8 o'clock news. When we return, we will have guests in the studio, so please stay tuned. For the record, we'll be back immediately after the 8 o'clock news.
Thank you, O.C. And studio time now by Foster's is 7:59.
It's time to live well with Foster's and CG Brit K.
Live Well is your source for recipe ideas and lifestyle tips to help you achieve your healthy living goals.
Head to livewell.fosters.ky and discover the best herbs to fill your indoor garden and 5 ways to repurpose egg cartons.
Plus, you'll find our latest Live Well recipe.
This week, we have cheesy turkey taco skillet full of fresh, affordable ingredients.
Get started at livewell.fosters.ky.
Live Well with Foster's and CG Brit K. It's time to live well with Foster's and CG Brit K.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Radio Cayman.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
With your latest news, I'm Carsley Fuller. It's not officially hurricane season yet, but the Cayman Islands Weather Service is already keeping a sharp eye out for potential storms. Director General John Tibbetts tells CIGTV there is an area of development in the Southwest Caribbean right now.
The system is basically just an area of showers right now. It is forecast to form up into a low-pressure system and move west-northwest across the northeast Nicaragua area and develop in the Gulf of Honduras.
From there, Mr. Tibbetts says the system is expected to move north and past Cozumel around Sunday.
The impact of the system on the Cayman Islands is expected to be mainly winds and seas. We're expecting fresh to strong southeast winds and rough seas.
The latest forecast from the University of Colorado is for 19 named storms, 9 hurricanes, 4 of those to be major ones in the upcoming season. Cayman Enterprise City releases a report on the economic impact of the special economic zones to the Cayman Islands. As Radio Cayman's Felicia Rankin-Salins reports, in the 10 years since its inception, that impact is more than $500 million.
In a 26-page deck, Cayman Enterprise City makes the case for its contributions to the local economy from both the commercial side of the business and the nonprofit workforce initiative Enterprise Cayman. Written by economist Marla Ducaran, the report shows a $662 million impact on the Cayman economy both directly and indirectly. Key findings in the report include a growing proportion of Caymanian workers at CEC Special Economic Zone companies, up 4% year-on-year from 12% in 2020 to 16% in 2021. CEC says it also spent $17 million on construction from 2011 to 2021, creating a total economic impact of $44 million since inception, generating 172 jobs in the construction industry, with a further 95 expected to be created in 2022 as further construction ramps up. In terms of direct impact, government revenues collected from CEC in 2021 amounted to $5.5 million, bringing the total lifetime gross 2011 to 2021 to $22.7 million. CEC says it also operates with zero capital outlays from government while providing valuable insights to policymakers with the intent of supporting the development of future industries. For Radio Cayman News, I'm Felicia Rankin-Salins.
Now with a check of international news, here's the BBC, which will take us out of the newscast. I'm Carsley Fuller from Radio Cayman's newsroom.
BBC News with Chris Barrow. The United Nations says greenhouse gas concentrations, sea levels, ocean heat and ocean acidification all reached new highs in 2021. The UN Secretary-General, Antonio Guterres, described the report by the World Meteorological Organization as a dismal litany of humanity's failure to tackle climate disruption. The European Commission has announced an energy plan to reduce the EU countries' reliance on Russian fossil fuels by 2027. The plan will also accelerate a shift to green energy. 4 EU countries will pledge in Denmark today to build 150 gigawatts of offshore wind in the North Sea by 2050. Russia says nearly 700 Ukrainian fighters at the Azovstal steelworks in Mariupol have surrendered in the past 24 hours. It brings the total since Monday to almost 1,000. President Lukashenko of Belarus has approved the use of the death penalty for people convicted of attempted acts of terrorism. The charge is faced by many opposition activists for organising anti-government protests. Sri Lanka's energy minister says the island has run out of petrol as protests over an economic crisis continue. Kanchana Wijesekara urged people not to queue up at petrol stations. A war crimes court in The Hague has jailed 2 former Kosovo separatist fighters to 4.5 years for intimidating witnesses. It's the special court's first verdict over Kosovo's 1990s independence war from Serbia. BBC News.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com. Did you know that ValueMed Pharmacy has a free online prescription service? Managing your health and medical requirements has never been easier with ValueMed. Simply visit value-medpharmacy.com. That's VALU-medpharmacy.com and click the Refill Prescriptions tab on our website. Fill in the information for new prescriptions or refills and choose your preferred pickup location. ValueMed on Walkers Road or Boddentown. Then bring in your original prescription from your doctor when picking up. There's no need to stand in line and wait for your prescription. Save time and pick up prescriptions at your convenience by visiting value-medpharmacy.com. That's VALU-medpharmacy.com.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman for the latest in news and information.
Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Download the Radio Cayman app or log on to our website, www.radiocayman.gov.ky.
Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
The Cayman Islands Justices of the Peace Association will be holding its annual general meeting on Tuesday, 24th May, 6:30 p.m. at the Georgetown Yacht Club, 2nd floor. All members of the association are encouraged to attend, as the agenda will include the changeover of council members.
Since 1993, Rotary Central has worked diligently each year to provide quality bus shelters to our community. A traveling convenience to our school children, the elderly, young people going to work, guest workers, and visitors using the public bus. We, Rotary Central, help you, our advertisers, make it happen. Your marketing dollar travels a far way. Positioning your message, your product, your services, your presence in over 83 bus shelters. Every dollar you spend, every advert you place helps to build another bus shelter, providing modest comfort for Cayman travelers. Reserve space now on the only billboard medium in the Cayman Islands. Email rotaryshelters@gmail.com. rotaryshelters@gmail.com. The Bus Shelters, a partner in community convenience. Another inspiration program by Rotary Central Cayman Islands.
Healthcare Pharmacy, caring about your health for the past 25 years. Radio Cayman's premier health show.
Alzheimer's and dementia, are they the same disorder?
Yeah, I think that's a very important question.
For the Health of It with Tara Bush.
For the Health of It with Tara Bush.
Is heard on Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. and on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Brought to you by Healthcare Pharmacy in Grand Harbor, where they care about your health. Transfer and refill your prescription online. Visit healthcarepharmacy.ky or call 947-8900. Healthcare Pharmacy, now with a new and second location in Governor's Square. The new Healthcare Pharmacy in Governor's Square is open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Healthcare Pharmacy, where they care about your health.
The 8:12 a.m. weather report, brought to you by CG Britcay, where people come first.
Good morning, everyone. Hello? Hello? Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Okay, I see we have just about everyone, and of course Tom drops off, as per usual. Let's just wait a minute here. He always comes right back, and we're almost ready, and... oh, whoever's dog that is, please go on mute. Why won't it let me share my screen? Okay, looks like we're ready to start.
We're like a video conference with no technical issues. CG Britcay. Good like that.
Good morning. Time now to take a look at the very latest weather report. Current temperature is 82 degrees. Relative humidity is 86%. The barometric pressure is 30.00 inches and rising. The winds are variable at 2 knots. Overnight low temperature was 80 degrees. Synopsis indicate cloudiness and showers associated with the surface trough, which will gradually decrease from this evening as the trough is expected to move over the Western Caribbean. Further east, a tropical wave just southeast of Jamaica is moving west at 15 to 20 knots and is expected to move just south of the Cayman area from late tonight, which may support some additional showers across the area. The wave is expected to move west of the area from tomorrow afternoon. Satellite images show scattered multi-level clouds in and around the Cayman area slowly drifting towards the west. Another forecast for today and tonight calling for partly cloudy skies with cloudy spells and a 40% chance of showers and possible thunder. Temperatures today will reach in the mid to upper 80s and will fall to the mid 70s tonight. Winds will be east to southeast at 5 to 10 knots for today and tonight, and seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Today's high tide will occur this morning at 10:37, low tide this evening at 5:13. The sun will set this evening at 6:53 and will rise tomorrow morning at 5:50. And the outlook is calling for similar weather conditions through Friday morning.
The 8:12 a.m. weather report brought to you by CG Britcay, where people come first.
Head east on Cove Road. Sharp left on Church Street. Sharper left. No, your other left. Did I say left? Nope, you missed it. Okay, I'm lost.
With money-saving bundling options for home and motor, we're like a GPS that doesn't steer you wrong. CG Britcay. Good like that.
Let's stop and ask for directions.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
Top of the morning to you. Let's take a look at traffic. Busy traffic coming off of Bobby Thompson Way. Busy traffic coming from the east on Crew Road and coming off of the Linford Pearson Highway on Agnes Way. Slight delays expected as you head on to your final destination. As we look to Godfrey Nixon Way, a little steady traffic heading towards the traffic lights. On Eastern Avenue, traffic is moderate flow of traffic on the Westby Road in front of the Ritz and also coming from the Westby four-way stop. Traffic is busy coming off of the Esley Tibbetts Highway and traffic moderate in both directions from the Industrial Park area heading towards the Butterfield Roundabout and from the Butterfield Roundabout heading towards the Industrial Park area. On North Sound Road, moderate flow of traffic in both directions and traffic is flowing pretty good on Schoolhouse Road. And that's what's happening on your roads. Join us again at about 10 minutes after 12 o'clock. We'll give you another traffic report. Have a good morning and click it or ticket.
Subway makes it easy for you to stay on top of your health and wellness goals with our Fresh Fit menu options. Choose from 5 Fresh Fit Subway sandwiches with only 450 calories or less per 6-inch sub. Turkey breast, veggie, oven roasted chicken, Black Forest ham, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, or make your 6-inch Fresh Fit sub into a salad or wrap prepared with fresh vegetables. For a full menu and nutritional information, visit subway.ky. Subway. Eat fresh.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
The Health Services Authority's new pharmacy is now open at the Smith Road Medical Center. The new location features a large, comfortable waiting area and ticketing system to improve the patient experience. All uncollected prescriptions and refill requests previously submitted will now be available for collection at the Smith Road Pharmacy. Request your refills online at hsa.ky via WhatsApp 925-6532 or call 244-2715. For more information about our pharmacy hours, visit hsa.ky.
It's in our name. Fried chicken, it's our thing. Others may try, but we have the original. We put the extra and extra crispy. And our secret in everyone's mouth. So if we want to make the best chicken sandwich, we just need to put our name on it. New Kentucky Chicken Sandwich. An abundant triple-breaded filet, premium mayo and pickles, all in a buttered brioche bun. The best chicken sandwich had to be KFC.
For the record, with Ort Connor.
Initiating system. For information that matters. For the record, with Ort Connor. Continues right now on Radio Cayman.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. As promised, I told you earlier that we would have the Leader of the Opposition and Member of Parliament, Ms. Barbara Connolly, in the studio with us. And they are here in the studio with us. Just a little bit of housekeeping. We will be opening up the phone lines for you to converse with the Leader of the Opposition and Ms. Barbara as well. We will let you know at what point in time we will be opening up the phone lines. They do have another commitment. Hopefully they can stay with us at least until 9:30, and that will give them an opportunity to be able to dialogue with you as well. So without any further ado, I would like to say good morning to everyone and welcome back to For the Record.
Thank you, O.C., and good morning to you. Good morning to the wider Cayman Islands. Beautiful Wednesday morning. Happy to be back here with you in the studios and to share some things as well with the public this morning.
Okay.
Good morning, O.C.
Morning, good morning. Yeah. Good to see you other than just walking on the road at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely. It's good to be here, and good morning to the listening audience and to my Georgetown South constituents and supporters.
Great. Lots to talk about this morning.
Yeah, we do have a number of things we'd like to share and talk about with the community this morning, and so a little bit of a different tact with the show with you this morning. So less of politics and just more about human interest stuff and things that are going to be taking place here with the progressives. But I think where we'd like to begin, O.C., is to speak this morning with regard to what we see as a very significant number of older Caymanians who have passed on in the last few weeks, and talking about well-known stalwarts within our communities, giants in our communities that have passed on. Yes. And so we just want to speak a little bit about that this morning, and I think quite somewhat a little bit more with regard to Miss Sybil particularly, given the events this week as well. So I'm going to ask my colleague, Ms. Barbara Connolly, if she would go ahead and lead off the discussion this morning with the things we had to say.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Leader. O.C., as you know, and as Mr. Leader alluded to, we've lost many of our Caymanian stalwarts in the last couple of months. And we want to today honour them as well as to recognise them and to also express our condolences to their families. First of all, I'll start with Miss Ethel from Westby. Miss Ethel turned 104 on April the 21st. And we weren't able to go down to Westby to visit her on her birthday, but we went the following Monday. That was on the 25th. And sadly, she passed on Thursday the 30th. We were so happy to have had that opportunity to spend that time with Miss Ethel. She was so happy to see us. She called us her PPM family. That was Mr. Leader, Joey, David, and myself.
Okay.
She reminisced about the good old days and shared fond memories of her family and friends. So again today, I would like to convey our condolences to Miss Ethel's family and her friends, because we will miss her immensely. She was a great lady.
I do recall when we all met and had a great party celebration for her. It was her 100th birthday. I think there was a party held in her honour at the Triple C School.
The Gap.
Or Agape Church.
I think it was Triple C School.
Triple C School, yeah, that's what I remember. And great celebration. A woman of great wit, humour, and just a joy to be around. So really will miss her and express the condolences, on her passing as well. 104 years old, that lady was, and just sound of mind and just full of wit and humour and just happiness is what I saw, right up to the very end.
Okay, another dear friend of ours that recently passed is Mr. Wilfred Connolly, and Efi. We referred to him as Efi. Efi passed away on the 17th of April in Miami. And there will be a service of Thanksgiving for him at the Chapel Church of God, Walkers Road, on Saturday the 21st at 10 o'clock. Okay. And I always have fond memories of visiting him. He was my constituent and in Georgetown South, and I would go by there, and he really was a good friend of my brother, Cyril Bodden, as well, and I think Kearney. And he had good things to say about everybody. He was a really, really good person.
Yeah, all connected with Triple C when the school was located right behind where the immigration building is now.
Exactly. So again, on behalf of PPM, we would like to convey our heartfelt condolences to his wife Angela and all of his family, Bernsey, Eleanor, and all of their extended families. Another one of our supporters, Miss Phyllis Malton.
Yes.
Her mom passed away on Sunday. That's Miss Verna
mentioned
Valley.
That this morning as well. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you know, Miss Phyllis is she's one of our mean supporters. and
when she's behind you all the way.
Absolutely.
All the way.
So, on behalf again of the Progressives, I would also like to extend condolences, our sincere condolences to Miss Phyllis, Dana, and Richard, and their extended families.
Yeah, and same here too. I mean, Miss Phyllis is a great friend of my family. One thing very few will know of is that as a boy growing up, Miss Phyllis often came and took care of us and babysat with us boys my three brothers growing up. And my mother, she always reminds me that whenever she came there, my mother always told her, she said, Miss Phyllis, if they give you any trouble, just spank them. And she says, no, they're my babies, I can't do that. But yeah, sure. So I mean, I did know Miss Verna, obviously not as well as I do know Miss Phyllis, but condolences really to Miss Phyllis on the passing of her mother. I knew that she had not been well as well.
Okay, another one of our seniors is one of our dear Georgetowners, Miss Laurel Wright. That's yes, Mr. Ralph Wright's wife. Mm-hmm. And again, Miss Laurel was a dear friend. And I think Miss Laurel, she originated from Northside? Miss Laurel Whitaker? I think she's family to the Whitakers.
Quite possible. And then would have spent some time in Cuba as well, I believe,
yes,
right?
Yes, I believe so, yes. So I know Miss Laurel was, her funeral was on Sunday. I wasn't able to make it, but I just want to extend our sincere and heartfelt condolences to all of her, to Mr. Ralph and to all of her children and their extended families. May her soul rest in peace. Before we move on to Mr. A.J. Miller and Honourable Sybil Mclaughlin, I just want to recognize also Miss Latoya Seymour. That's Lammy's daughter and Miss Donna Bryan's daughter. The funeral hasn't been held yet, but they're making arrangements for that. So I want to just extend again our condolences to Miss Donna and to to Lammy on the passing of Latoya. That was very unfortunate and very, very sad.
Yes.
To have lost a child, it's just really, really a very sad time for them. So condolences to Miss Donna and to Lammy on the passing of Latoya. Last but not least, with some of our progressive supporters, Uncle Bill and Mr. Graham Thompson. I just wanted to, Mr. Uncle Bill is our leader's dad.
Yep.
And he recently passed, and Mr. Graham Thompson. So, again, publicly, I would like to say to Roy and to his family our sincere condolences. And we're always here for you.
Thank you to Barbara.
Condolences, yeah. And they were icons in the community as well. And both were always so jovial, and if you wanted a joke, you could get it from either one of them.
They always had one to give.
Yes.
But you mentioned something earlier, OC, when we first started, you mentioned Triple C and how, a number of these were students of Triple C when it was behind the immigration bill. Yeah. My father was as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to Triple C until he was, I think he was 15. And then he was forced to leave school early. He did not graduate from high school to go to work to help take care of the family.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to just move on now to Mr. A.J. Miller, Arlie James Miller. Mr. A.J. Miller, he was our last surviving vestryman. He passed away on Sunday, the 8th of May. Mr. Miller had been the last surviving vestryman to serve in the Assembly of Justices and Vestry, Cayman's original legislative body. And Mr. Leader, would you like to elaborate a bit more on Mr. A.J. Miller?
Yeah, sure. As part of that last session of the Assembly of Justices and Vestrymen, he really oversaw the transition from that old regime to our first written constitution back in 1959, I believe it would have been. He was very much respected, and he served the people of Bodden Town with vigor. Mm-hmm. And I just remember as a young man, boy growing up, always you always knew Mr. Miller had an opinion when it came to politics.
Oh, yes.
And he was very active for many years, even though, having served in that first legislative assembly. I'm not sure what the history was, whether he contested and lost, or whether he retired from politics, but he was always very much involved in it. I see your eyes lighting up there.
I think there was a point where he ended up going off to sea.
Yes,
because they at one point in time they weren't paid, but then eventually they were paid. They were paid for the meetings, but he ended up going out to sea, shipping out.
And he did return, I think, sometime in the 70s back home and settled. So yes, he was. He did serve that term, and then left the island to go to sea. He was, I think, that what I'm seeing here in terms of notes that I have, but he was widely recognized for his strategy, his wealth of knowledge, but perhaps he'll be most remembered for adding color to the excitement to election campaigns. And that's what I'm speaking of. He was just very vocal and participatory in the whole electoral process every 4 years.
Yep.
And he was involved in several businesses, I think, throughout the years. As well,
extermination business, pest control. He was one in the forefront of that in the Cayman Islands. Actually,
oh really?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
that's good. And I recall when we were in our term that in 2019, he actually attended the naming of the old town hall as Constitution Hall. In 2019, he was able to attend that, and also in 2020 he was honored as well.
Yes,
during Heroes Day, I think it was Heroes Day,
yes.
Heroes Day of 2020, and he was able to get out. He came to the ceremony and received it in person, although at the time I think he was in a wheelchair. Mm-hmm. But I mean, just an incredible man, and one that I think has left a very indelible mark on the landscape of Cayman and particularly Caymanian politics. And, I think, with his passing, I think we were the first persons really to put something out acknowledging his passing. Mm-hmm. And number of people and the press even contacted us for information about him because they weren't aware that he had actually passed, which I thought was quite unfortunate. But that's what it was, and do remember him very fondly, and extend condolences to his family on his passing as well.
I recall him serving on the then Caymanian Protection Board as well. He served on there for many years. But he's also famous for, he was a nominated candidate for the District of Bordentown.
That's right.
And then at the last moment, he withdrew his nomination, and automatically Jim Borden and Haig were ushered in without unopposed. I believe I got that story right. I'm almost certain. Yes.
So that would have been in the 70s then?
Yeah, somewhere around
somewhere in the
70s.
70s. Yeah.
70s or early 80s. Okay, I know we're going to talk. You want to talk about our national hero as well.
Definitely.
And so that we don't have to interrupt you with that, we're going to take a commercial break now. When we return, the conversation will continue. So, folks, don't change that dial. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
Since March 2004, West Bay Pharmacy has kept their doors open to the local communities, even before, during, and after Hurricane Ivan. At West Bay Pharmacy, our staff provides so much more than pharmaceutical excellence. From the moment you walk through our doors to completing your cash out, our staff will have put your healthcare concerns at ease. We would like to take this moment to thank our loyal friends and customers. To us at West Bay Pharmacy, our patients are our primary concern. We provide thorough background checks and precise calculations to ensure your medical safety. Thank you for being a part of our family and for choosing West Bay Pharmacy, where we care about your health.
We think it's time you crossed over to a new vehicle. And with the Toyota Corolla Cross now at Vant Motors, you have plenty of reasons to make the switch. The crossover body and hybrid engine is a sleek design in a sturdy structure with a spacious interior that opens to extensive cargo space. Stuck in traffic? The high-performance self-charging hybrid system automatically switches between gas and electric vehicle mode, helping you lower both fuel costs and carbon emissions. The Corolla Cross has full LED lighting inside and out, an integrated display audio system with energy monitor, and a dual-zone climate control system to ensure comfort for all. Test drive the new Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid today at Vant Motors, Walkers Road.
JN Money, money touchdown. Send the money now, reach wow. You say you need some money, JN Money, I can send it in a hurry. Get through quick when you come collect your cash, or use your money card and swipe it in a flash. Send funds to any bank, yeah. Pay your bills quick, yeah. Low fees, you know what it, yeah. JN Money, we are pick, yeah. Send and receive funds at any JN Money location. It's fast, affordable, and convenient. Money touchdown with JN Money. Send funds to any bank, yeah. Pay your bills quick, yeah. Low fees, you know what it, yeah. JN Money, we are pick, yeah.
Call 345-945-2014 for details. Available at JN Money locations across the Cayman Islands.
Hello, Cayman. Join us on Saturday, May 21st for the Progressives Family Fun Day. It will be a day full of fun for all the family. Lots of food, music, prizes and surprises. The fun begins at 11 a.m. on the beach a half-mile east of the Frank Sound Junction. See our Facebook pages for transportation details.
System 1 loaded.
1-800-534-8255. What is on your mind when it comes to the government, independence, and the opposition? Issues that matter to you. 1-800-534-8255. Waiting to hear from you. For the Record.
This is For the Record with Ort Connor.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. My pleasure to have in the studio with me this morning Member of Parliament, Ms. Barbara Connolly, and Leader of the Opposition, the Honourable Roy McTaggart. Just want to share this before I turn the mic back over to you. Birthday greetings to go out to Mr. James Mclaughlin. And these would be belated birthday greetings going out to him. He turned 95 on the 11th of May. So belated happy birthday greetings coming from his family as well. And like I said, folks, we're working on something on Radio Cayman about birthdays that we believe that you will like when it's announced, and that you will take part in it as well. So just keep your ears glued and your radio tuned in to 89.9 FM, Radio Cayman, and you will hear more about that. Back over to you, Mr. Leader of the Opposition.
Well, I'll let it go to my colleague Barbara to take it up from here again.
Thank you, Mr. Leader. Before I speak to our Honourable National Hero, I would like to just also extend condolences to the family of Harry Elliot. We also went to visit Mr. Elliot's mom last week, I think it was, and she was just so devastated on his passing and the tragic way he was killed. So just want to say, you know, we are just so sad and so sorry to hear about her son's passing, but our condolences again go out to her family.
Yeah, and that family has experienced several tragedies in the last, couple of weeks, really.
Yes, I think her husband also passed. So within, I think, a week, perhaps, there was 3, I think, deaths in their family. So that family is really grieving, and our hearts and prayers go out to them. Okay, now I just want to pay tribute to our beloved national hero, Honourable Sybil Ioni Mclaughlin. Last Tuesday, that's May the 10th, we received the sad news of her passing. Miss Sybil was a quiet but strong Caymanian woman who broke many barriers and rose to be recognised by her country as a national hero. She's a Caymanian of many firsts. The first clerk of the Legislative Assembly, now Parliament, the first woman in the Commonwealth to serve as a clerk in a Legislative Assembly, and Miss Sybil was also the very first Speaker in our Legislative Assembly. So respected was Miss Sybil that she assisted and worked in parliaments elsewhere. Miss Sybil's well, up until today, we thought it was Miss Sybil's daughter-in-law that had wrote the book, which is From Island Girl to National Hero, but it was a friend, another Heather R. Mclaughlin. Yeah. And I would just like to read the introduction from that book. It reads, Miss Sybil Ioni Mclaughlin, MBE JP, Nee Bush, was declared a national hero by the government of the Cayman Islands in 1996. She was the second individual, the first living person, and the first woman to be so honoured. Raised largely by her maiden aunts in South Sound, this unassuming, hard-working woman who began her career with the government in 1945 as a clerk typist, and whose duties sometimes included counting dead rabbit and parrot heads.
The bounty.
On which a bounty was paid at that time, had been awarded the highest honour that the Cayman Islands government could bestow. And I want to pay tribute to our beloved national hero, Miss Sybil. I was honoured to be her representative in the constituency which I am honoured to represent. And whenever I visited Miss Sybil, she was always so happy to see me. Here later, of course, she wasn't able to recognise you as well as she did, as she once was, and that was sad. But she always had that beautiful smile for you, and I just want to say that we are all so saddened by her passing. But she was a lady that any of us ladies would want to emulate, just because of the way that she lived her life. And this book, From Island Girl to National Hero, speaks about her life story. And I would encourage everyone to purchase a copy of this book because it is amazing. It's an incredible book about her life. So on behalf again of the Progressives and the official opposition, I would like to extend my our heartfelt condolences to Miss Sybil's family, Gordon, Chris, Heather, Suzanne, and their families, and to a special cousin, Captain Paul, who lived next door to her. So our hearts, our prayers go out to that family. Miss Sybil will be lying in state at the House of Parliament tomorrow, the 19th of May, as a way of honouring her for her decades of committed service and leadership as Cayman's first clerk and speaker. The official line in state takes place between 10 and 3 when all persons are invited to pay their respects. And the funeral service for Honourable Sybil Ioni Mclaughlin will be held on Friday at 1 p.m. at Emsley Memorial Church. Mr. Leader?
No, just to echo your own comments and endorse them completely, Barbara, and just add my own condolences to Gordon, Chris, and their families and everyone else who are mourning her loss, because we truly have lost an icon. I just think, just from my perspective, it's unusual to have a living national hero, but we did it, and we had her presence for many, many years, and it was felt, and you know, we will truly miss her, and we mourn with those who mourn her passing this morning. But before we move on, OC,
sure.
With this, because you mentioned it as well, and I did receive the message from someone saying that Mr. A.J. Miller was not the last surviving Westerman. It is actually Captain Owen Farrington.
Yep, I'm doing some research on that now as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I regret the error, but so I just wanted to state so publicly and thank the person who had sent me the message that that was our error, and just make sure we always keep the record straight.
Certainly. Okay, good time for us to take a commercial break. Folks, please stay tuned. When we return, the conversation with MP Ms. Barbara Connolly and Leader of the Opposition, Honourable Roy McTaggart, will continue, so please stay tuned.
At Doctors Hospital, we know life happens, and usually when you least expect it. So when unexpected medical issues arise, you need quality care close to home. Located in the heart of Georgetown, our accomplished team of physicians and medical staff treat minor urgent conditions such as migraines, chest and abdominal pain, shortness of breath, burns, broken bones, open wounds, and more. 24 hours, 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Peace of mind is important when life happens. At Doctors Hospital, we're always here just for you. Need to speak to someone? Call 949-6066.
What's that? No sugar, same amazing taste? Coca-Cola Zero Sugar is here to stay. Classic taste, pure satisfaction. Be sure to stop into any Tortuga location and get your own case of Coke Zero. Or grab an ice-cold one straight from the cooler. Brought to you by Tortuga Distributors Limited. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling, Cayman.
Make your house into a home. Welcome to Brand Source Home Gallery, your source for premium products and a premium experience. We'll design and install your dream kitchen with crafted cabinets, complemented with elegant appliances. We'll fill it with quality houseware and cookware. Custom-designed closet and storage solutions organize and beautify any area. And with the finest bedding, you'll get a perfect night's sleep knowing Brand Source Home Gallery has everything you need to make your house a home.
For the record, with Ort Connor.
Initiating system.
For information that matters. For the record, with Ort Connor. continues right now on Radio Cayman.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. I just want to remind you that we will soon be opening up the phone lines for you to dialogue with the Leader of the Opposition, Honourable Roy McTaggart, and Member of Parliament for Georgetown South, Miss MP, Miss Barbara Connolly, as well, just covering a few bases here, and then once that is concluded, we will open up the phone lines for you, and they hope to be here with us at least until 9:30.
9:30, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to throw the mic right back over to you.
Thank you to OC. I want to move on next now to talk a little bit about the upcoming Progressives Family Fun Day, which is taking place this Saturday. Listeners will have heard the advert just a few moments ago on the radio here. So here really want to make a big plug and promotion for this event. It's been a number of years, I think, since we have had one of these events, and obviously, with COVID, things were really, things were quite silent in terms of any sort of public events for a better part of 2.5 years. But now that we seem to be emerging from the COVID, we thought really it was timely for us to have some sort of get together with our supporters and members of the Progressives, and so we are going back to have this family fun day at the beach in Breakers. Not Breakers?
It's more Frank.
It's Frankstown, sorry. Yes, and that event will take place this Saturday, from 11 a.m. until 5. And we're inviting the public and members, supporters to come out, join us for a day of fun. And lots of games. There will be lots of food. There will be prizes, surprises. Just trying to get back to the type of fun activities that the Progressives have always been known for. Now, there's, we've had a lot of calls from people asking where exactly is it, and at this point, I'm still not able to give people there is no number of the road that I can give you to and say that's the address, but it is quite easy to find because the property where we will be having it, the beach property where we will be meeting and having this, is approximately 1/2 mile east of the Frankstown Junction. And there is a chain link fence there. The property is mostly clear. There are quite a number of trees and some shrubbery there. But, on Saturday when they're coming up, they will see some balloons on the side of the road from the junction.
From the junction, yes.
Right up to the property. So you won't be able to miss it. And, you'll see the Bunksing Castle and other things that are there. And, we really do want the public to come out and to join us for fun-filled activities on Saturday. You have other things you might like to add, Miss Barbara?
Yes, sir, Mr. Leader. I just want to say that, just speaking a little bit about the party, the Progressives, PPM, a.k.a. the Progressives. This is our 20th year as a organized political party. PPM was formed in 2002. And we're actually organizing a celebration event for later on this year to celebrate our 20-year anniversary. Some of our elected founders of the party, of the PPM, back in the day, were God bless her soul, rest in peace, the Honourable Edna Moyle, Honourable D. Kirk Tibbetts, Mr. Arden McLean. I'm not sure if Arden wanted me to mention.
Okay, you'll get that fixed in a second. Take your time.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Mr. Arden McLean, Sir Alan Mclaughlin, Miss Lucille Seymour, and some of our other party stalwarts who are still involved with the party up until this day. And I will call some names: Statsa Gill, Brian and Carol Parado, Anna Rose Washburn, Shirley Mae Jackson, Vanessa Godfrey Banks, Christine Burke Richardson, David and Christopher White, Roy Tatum, and myself. There may be others, and I'm sorry if I missed anybody, but we have been with the PPM from the inception. So this is a time for us to celebrate. OCV may not have had regular meetings over those last 20 years, but we have remained as a structured party. 20 years in organized politics is an incredible feat. We had many ups and downs, God knows, but a huge achievement nevertheless. So moving on from that, back to our Family Fun Day, I really want to, this is a part of our kickoff for our celebrations for our 20th anniversary. We want to get our people back together. As Mr. Leader alluded to, COVID has caused us to really be isolated for the last 2 years, and we weren't able to have large functions and events. So this is really an event that we used to have every Christmas, and like I say, we sort of paused for a couple of years there, and then COVID came. So this is our kickoff to our celebration for our 20th anniversary. And so on Saturday, we want everyone to come out and celebrate with us. There's tons of food. We have John Edward doing ribs, chicken, and we're doing fish. All of the sides to go with that. We have tons of games for the children. We have a bouncing castle. We have other games for the kids. We have a lot of prizes and surprises. Our grand prize is a cash prize. I'm not going to mention the amount, but it's a good prize. So that's our grand prize, and during the whole event, we will be having spot prizes. And so we encourage everyone. They don't have to be PPM supporters. They don't have to have voted for us at the polls. It doesn't matter. We're all Caymanians. We want everyone to come out and help us just enjoy the day. Bring your families, bring your friends, bring your children. Just bring everybody, and let's just have a jolly, good old Caymanian time. In terms of transportation.
You want me to deal with that? I just remembered that when in introducing it and speaking to it, Barbara, I hadn't said anything about transportation, but transportation will be made available to people who need it to get to the venue.
And if I may, someone had a question in terms of the choice of locations being so far, but I'm sure that there were many factors that contributed, or several factors that contributed to where you have chosen to have it. And this isn't the first time that you're having it there.
No, it isn't. Right. It isn't. Absolutely not. But if people are desirous of transportation, then there are numbers that they can call to do that. You can call any one of the PPM constituency offices. Member for Georgetown North, Joey, you can call his office at 926-4035. In my constituency, Georgetown East, 926-4717. Georgetown West, that's David White, 928-0489 or 916-5154. And in Georgetown South, that is Barbara's constituency, 916-6678 or 916-5419. Also, if you live in the Red Bay and Prospect area, and particularly you can call the Red Bay constituency, 928-25 662, and they'll be happy to take your name and information, arrange the transportation. Now, I know an important element of this, and I don't have that data with me, so I'm going to turn it over to you, Barbara, and that is the information in terms of locations for pickup on that morning.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Leader. Yes, the collection points, and I will point them out. Georgetown South and Georgetown West, Windsor Park, and our constituency office next to Georgetown Hospital. Georgetown North, top of Watlers Road, Brick Quay on Eastern Avenue, Rock Hole and Cruise Lane intersection, and Animal House on North Sound Road. Georgetown East is the PPM headquarters and the top of Randyke Drive and the junction, the top of Randyke Drive, the junction of Randyke and Dykewood, and Fairbanks. And for the Fairbanks community and Fern Circle residents, is the vacant lot at the bottom of Linford Pearson Highway. Red Bane Prospect, On the Run, and Macross at the entrance of Marina Drive. And in Central, it's the Airport Park. So again, ladies and gentlemen, and West Bay, Georgetown, East End, North Side, Boddentown. We want all of you to come out, every one of you to come out and just spend this day with all of us, with our families. Let's just get back together as one people, one nation, and just have a jolly good time on Saturday. So there again, please come out and just interact with us, fellowship with us. It's a good time for us to get back together. In terms of COVID, it's an outdoor event, and we will have the sanitary stations strategically located on the property for you to just have your hands sanitized. And if you so wish, if you prefer to wear a mask, that's totally up to you. But like I say, it's an outdoor event, and we want to ensure that everyone that everyone is safe, and so it's completely up to you how you want to protect yourself in regard to COVID. But it's outdoors, and if you want to keep your distance, but let's just enjoy yourselves. It's time for us to get back and just back to reality, back to some semblance of normalcy. Yes. And just get together and have a wonderful time.
Okay. I must say that the shelf life of political parties in the Cayman Islands has always been extremely short. So for 20 years, that may be a record. that may be a record for a formalized, political party in the Cayman Islands.
And that's why we're going to celebrate that achievement, OC, because you know what, we worked hard. PPM, the Progressives, we've really stuck with it. We have good people on board. We have honest people. And we just want to continue with that role as a organized political party. And come 2025, we intend to take this forward and run a full slate in 2025. So here we go. This is what our plan is.
Okay. So, folks, we've reached the top of the hour. Headline news at 9 o'clock. When we return, the conversation will continue. I believe can we open up the phone lines after, or you have a few more things to cover?
I have one other thing I wanted to
Okay, we have. So, I think you can start queuing up your calls by about 5 minutes, 10 minutes after 9 o'clock as well. Folks, please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
Radio Cayman, the voice, the heart, the soul of the Cayman Islands.
Today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman.
Your voice, your choice.
Local, regional, international. This is Headlines from Radio Cayman's newsroom.
Today's biggest news.
Public Health reported 399 cases of COVID-19 between Friday and Monday, bringing the 7-day rolling average for Tuesday to 114. There are more than 1,700 estimated active cases of COVID in Cayman, with 14 people in the hospital. A Trump-backed celebrity doctor's campaign to run as the next Republican senator for Pennsylvania has come down to a nail-biting conclusion. Mehmet Oz, a surgeon best known for his appearance on the Oprah Winfrey Show, is facing a cliffhanger vote count after the party primary. He was neck and neck with former hedge fund executive David McCormick. The race is being closely watched as a test of former President Donald Trump's hold over the Republican Party. And Madison Cawthorn has lost his bid to renew his title as America's youngest congressman. The 26-year-old was defeated in a party primary contest in his safely Republican rural North Carolina district by a slim margin, about 1,500 voters. 7 challengers had vied for a seat, and the nomination was won by Chuck Edwards, a state senator who has earned the backing of North Carolina's seasoned senator and the more established elements of the party. Those are your headlines. I'm Carsley Fuller.
For the latest in news and information,
follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Download the Radio Cayman app or log on to our website, radiocayman.gov.ky.
For the record, with Ort Connor.
Initiating system.
For information that matters. For the record, with Ort Connor. Continues right now on Radio Cayman.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record, Mr. Leader. With your blessing, I'm going to impose on you for a second, just read something that one of our listeners has written in. It says, "Good morning, Honourable Sybil Mclaughlin was also the first lady speaker in the British Commonwealth. She was an authority on the parliamentary Bible, Erskine May, as well," which is also true. And I just want to remind folks that I did quite a bit in paying homage to our national hero, Ms. Sybil Mclaughlin, on 2 shows, so you can go back on YouTube and watch those as well. I shared with you her acceptance speech when she became Speaker. I shared also with you the then Governor Alan Scott, his remarks in introducing her, as well. And there's lots more in there in the Hansards of our Legislative Assembly. The Honourable W. McKeever Bush gave quite an expose as well in terms of the whole events leading up to her being chosen as Speaker. And as we know, several attempts had been made to, have a local Speaker, and eventually they were successful with that. Over to you, Mr. Leader.
No, thank you very much. I mean, it's amazing, the numbers of things like this that do come to light about this, and just these small little facts of things that they had done, and that just remind us of just how much they did contribute to our history, and to me, it's just it truly is gratifying to hear these things and to learn these things about our people. But let's move on to something else, O.C., and I did want to address and to talk a bit this morning as well about the new talk show that the Progressives have started. It is being broadcast on our YouTube channel as well as on our Facebook page. And we started that last week, and really as a means of the Progressives beginning to get their message out to the public, and to hopefully stimulate conversation and traffic on our YouTube channel as well as the Progressives website. We have been quite pleased to have Mr. Austin Harris, who is well known in the broadcast circles. Not only was he a parliamentary secretary in our government from 2017 to 2021, but prior to that, he was a radio personality on the Rooster for many years. And Lord, I remember getting on the program with you. You always feared it.
Those days it used to be really hot.
It was the room could get really hot. And but he is has kindly accepted and is now the producer and host of the program, which we've entitled Let's Talk. And, as I mentioned, he does have a long history in TV and radio, particularly in talk radio. And he served again as an MP in the last government. The show itself, OC, really seeks to have a very wide-ranging conversations on matters of importance and interest to the people of our islands. It's not all about politics, although the initial ones, as we kicked it off, they certainly have been, about politics. The first two guests, I think, have been Joey and myself, but there are others, non-PPM, non-political guests that we're working on to have on there. So we're going to be aiming to include issues on the environment, on education, national security, the economy, government's finances, and the pocketbook issues that impact all of us, such as inflation and cost, that sort of stuff, things that we're going to be seeking to talk about. We will also speak that, I mentioned, it's not going to be just all political, so we will be looking at speaking to Caymanian culture and history, as well as current events, and at times even regional and world events. We will have politicians as well as a cross-section of people from Caymanian society as guests, and perhaps even the occasional international guests. So these are all sort of the vision that we have for this program that we launched last year. We have a very keen interest in keeping and in helping to make national issues more accessible to the average person in our community, and to encourage engagement and a better understanding of the issues that affect all of our lives. So these are some of our aims. Our plan is at this time that we will have 2 shows a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. is what we have targeted.
Not Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
No, sir. We would never do that, OC. But hey, we'd love to have you as a guest on one of the programs to talk about that.
Sure.
And OC, it wouldn't be on politics. It would probably be on your journey as a cyclist. Because I think, I think the people of the Cayman Islands would love to hear your story.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Of, how you became a cyclist, and to this day, you are still on the road early in the morning cycling, and how you continue to be active, even at your age. I mean, and I'm not saying that you're old.
Oh, no.
But I'm just saying, we all have to strive to continue to do some sort of exercise on a daily basis
active,
in order to maintain
and
a
you
good
do your
health.
part. You do your part. You mend in the mornings.
Every morning.
Yep.
But also what I would find even more interesting is to learn and hear a little bit about your history and your career, because you spent a lifetime too in government. I remember you as Chief Immigration Officer, and I think you spent time also in the Cabinet Office.
Yes, first Cabinet Secretary. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, you have a wealth of experience, lifetime experiences to share and with the public. And these are sort of things we would like to hear and, help expose.
Excellent.
Because of what you've done. I mean, I don't think the public understand your experiences and life story in terms of what you did as well, in terms of service to the Cayman Islands, and it deserves to be aired and it deserves to be made public. And so that would be one of our aims and aspirations, is to help to bring these things to the fore. But just to get back to it now in terms of the format, right now it is a recorded program, and so we do record it one day, air it the next. But our goal is to have that change over time, and it will go to a live program, but just in its infancy.
Right, let it evolve.
Let it evolve, and we thought it safest to allow it to do that, and so in time we will become a live show. Our aim is to keep it to between 15 and 20 minutes, although it can go up to about 30. But the whole idea of that, OC, is to try and to keep people interested. When things get to be too long, interest wanes and people just drop off very quickly. So we want to keep it, interesting and relevant for that time period. And about 20-25 minutes, as much as just human nature says, interest starts to wane after that time period. So I think that's just long enough to speak to the issue, and that we are trying to bring to the fore, and then maintaining the interest of the audience. And then finally, just by doing it as a recorded one, as a video and having it there on our page, will allow people to view it at their leisure. They don't have to be there at 4 o'clock to listen, although we want people to be there at 4 to listen, but they can. I mean, people are still working, so they'll be able to get home on Tuesday and Thursday evenings and listen to the program at their leisure. And as I said, it'll be about between 15 and 25 minutes long. So that, in a nutshell, really are the things I think we wanted to discuss and to bring to the forefront this morning. And we have, in terms of the show, we launched it, as mentioned, last week, and we have had some real positive feedback from the public with regard to what the topics and the format of the show. So I think hopefully we're onto a winner here, and that we can help it to make it evolve into something even bigger and something more, I think, popular amongst the populace.
Excellent. So, Ms. Susan, why don't we do this now? We're about 2 minutes before our commercial break. We'll take the commercial break now. We can say to our callers that the phone lines will be open now. So when we return from the commercial break, then we'll field some calls from our listeners as well. Folks, please stay tuned. For the record, we'll be back shortly.
Are you feeling sick but don't feel ill enough to go to the doctor? Ask your pharmacist for advice. Here at West Bay Pharmacy, our pharmacists have been trained to offer helpful, easy-to-understand advice on the treatment of everyday minor ailments for yourself and all the family. Anything from headaches, cough and sore throat, to cold sores, our pharmacists will know when medical help is needed and will not hesitate to refer you to your doctor if your symptoms demand it. Like doctors, our pharmacists have a professional code, which means all personal information you give them will be treated in the strictest confidence. Visit us today at West Bay Pharmacy, where we care about your health.
Hi, I'm remodeling our bathroom. I have a few questions.
Sure.
What are some ideas to make my bathroom feel larger? How do I know if I'm picking the right vanity? How do I choose a new toilet or a new countertop? Also, the lighting is terrible. Can I put a window or a skylight? And do I really need an exhaust fan?
You've come to the right place. At Brand Source, we custom design kitchen and baths, and our talented design team can help answer your questions. Whether you're looking for a modern, functional family bathroom or a luxurious personal retreat, we'll help create that beautiful space that makes your home yours. And if you're in a rush for a new look and have a limited budget, our ready-to-install bathroom vanities, built with solid wood and countertops of the finest materials, are a quick and easy remodeling solution.
For the very best in custom-designed kitchens and baths, visit Brand Source Home Gallery on Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park, Cayman's Kitchen and Bath Center.
Tune in every Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. for Radio Cayman's Midday Newscast. Radio Cayman, the People's Station, your trusted official source for the latest news. The 12 p.m. news is proudly brought to you by Health City Cayman Islands. World-class healthcare within your reach.
For the record, with Ort Connor.
Initiating system.
For information that matters. For the record, with Ort Connor. Continues right now on Radio Cayman.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. In the studio with me, the Honourable Roy McTaggart, Leader of the Opposition, as well as MP Ms. Barbara Connolly. She represents the constituency of Georgetown South in our Parliament as well. Any calls on there? No calls. I just want to remind you, our toll-free number, 1-800-534-8255. You can also call us on 949-8037, 949-6990. Email us at fortherecord, one word, fortherecord, at candw.ky. WhatsApp us, 925-3261. Our panelists will be here until about 9:30. They have to leave for another meeting as well. I just want to say that Miss Lucille has sent me something, and I will certainly share it with you later on. Honourable Sybil Mclaughlin, MBEJP, Cayman Islands National Hero. And I not sure if this is an excerpt from, no, it's written by Miss Lucille as well. And hopefully I'll get an opportunity to share that with you at some point in time. If not today, then at another show as well. So meanwhile, I'll throw the mic back over to the Leader of the Opposition, and Ms. Barber. I see where our Parliament will be in session again next month.
Yes, sir. Received notification yesterday that the first meeting of this new year, I think it's identified as the third meeting of the session, will take place on Wednesday, the 8th of June, at the customary time of 10 o'clock. I'm really glad to see this happening, because we're now nearly 6 months into the year, into the calendar year, that is, and it certainly has been more than 6 months since we've had a meeting of the Legislative Assembly. I know that in that time that there has been a number of bills that have been circulated, and that I think are there to be dealt with. So I'm looking forward to getting back into the House and to dealing with the business, and of course to the opposition themselves. We have business that we would like to conduct, because we have a number of questions that we want to file, and discussing a number of private members' motions as well that we will bring, and we will have more to say to that before we get to the House, so that people are aware of what is happening. So yeah, looking forward to the 8th. I'm not sure at this point what the government business. If I remember correctly, there is at least one government motion that has been filed, and a number of pieces of legislation, but specifics are I don't have the specifics at this point to really discuss it.
Okay, sounds good. I'm still trying to find out. Let's see if we've gotten a response on that yet, which was basically trying to determine. We got the information on Captain Owen Farrington, and just to bear in mind that at that point in time, our assembly was a bicameral. Yes. So you had, you had the justices and justices of the peace would have been in one part, and the vestrymen in the other as well. So trying to determine whether or not Captain Owen was a justice of the peace or elected vestryman as well, trying to determine that. But, we'll do the research and we'll find out. Over to you, Ms. Moore.
Question for you, though, OCC, if you know, because I just don't, back in those days as a bicameral system that we operated, where did they meet when they had meetings? Do you know?
I think they met... there was something that I read that they met in separate rooms, I believe.
Yeah, but what I was trying to understand, precisely where. Was it at the town hall?
Town hall, yeah.
Oh, it was in the town hall?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Town hall, yes.
Well, see, I just wanted to deviate a little bit, just where in my shadow minister for education, just to put this out there. UCCI seeks 50 Caymanians for free year-long training program. And I think our Caymanians really need to take advantage of this. And I'll read a little bit.
Sure.
The University College of the Cayman Islands is seeking 50 Caymanians to participate in a free year-long training program in tourism, construction, solar energy, or information communications technology, culminating in an internship with a local employer. The program is being funded via a €432,000 grant from the European Union's RESEMBID program. Cleveland Julian, who is UCCI's project officer for the local training program, said RESEMBID recognized the need, particularly in overseas territories, to build up capacities in critical sustainable industries. Applicants must be Caymanian between 18 and 45 years old, unemployed or underemployed, and registered with WORC's Job Cayman portal. So I want to just reach out to all of our Caymanians out there that are either unemployed or underemployed to take up this opportunity, because this is an amazing opportunity for our people, and they need to really do some research on this and apply for, because this is an opportunity of a lifetime. I mean, we have $432,000 in a Euro grant from the European Union's this RESEMBID program. So let's take advantage of this, our Caymanians. Go out there, apply. I don't think the take-up has been great so far. I'm just trying. The training begins in June and the internships in early 2023. So I'm just trying to see if there's a cutoff for applying here. But regardless, our Caymanians, our young people, please go out there and apply for these for this program. It's an opportunity that you all should not just let lie. We have to ensure that that our people take up these opportunities.
Yeah, the thing is that we continuously, some people continuously complain about the fact that opportunities are not out there. We need a trade school, we need this, we need that. Then there are others that are saying, because we know Public Works, they're also doing their program along with CIFEX, I think it is, and had them on the other day. Very, very popular program, very successful as well, and so there are a variety of opportunities that are out there. I must say something about the European Union grant that they receive. It is not easy to get a grant from the European Union. You have to jump through so many hoops. I was involved in the radar project, and that particular one, we were required, the Cayman Islands were required to put up, I think it was $500,000 either in cash or in kind. So we were able to negotiate with them because the land would be a part of what we would be contributing to that. But you have to ensure that every I is dotted, every T is crossed. They monitor it. If you don't spend the money, then you have to give account for it because it has to be returned to them. So it is important at the end of the day, those persons who put forward this proposal to the European Union in terms of Cayman being involved in this, that it is a success. Otherwise, it will certainly reflect poorly on the Cayman Islands.
Yeah. No, and you're dead right, O.C. And even from that standpoint, to just thank them to the EU for giving the funds and making it available to us to allow these programs to be offered. And so I would say to the Caymanian public and to those who are interested, hey, this is a great opportunity. It's fully paid for and fully funded for you. All you need to do is to show and to study and learn, and the opportunity there is there for them to gain this training and the opportunity to work and to put the training into effect in a real life situation with internships afterwards. So it's an awesome opportunity for people who are looking for these types of a segue into these industries, and when programs like this are offered and they aren't take up, then I just think we don't have any real reason to complain then afterwards.
And Mr. Leader, in addition to the training, the program includes job placement in the form of internships that will last 3 months or more. So that's opportunity on its own to get your foot into the door in some of these, these companies, and it could lead to full-time
employment
positions. Yeah, exactly. So I really encourage our people to take advantage of this.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay, so we want to ensure that we let you go at 9:30. I want to give you an opportunity to cover any areas that you haven't covered so far, and also an opportunity for any closing comments that you may want to give, both of you. Go ahead.
Well, see, thank you for this opportunity for us to attend your show today. It's been a pleasure being here, Mr. Leader and myself. And I just, again, want to encourage all of the people of Cayman to come out to our Family Fun Day on Saturday. It's from 11 till 5 o'clock. There's going to be lots of music, dominoes. Mr. Kurt will probably be there, and he will match you with a domino session. And we have musical chairs, which not just the children though, but the adults love that as well. Bouncing castle. Like I said, we have spot prizes. We have the grand prize it's actually a cash prize. Transportation, as we alluded to earlier, is provided. Please call those numbers, and so that we will know where that you need transportation to the event. The reason why it's in Northside, or actually in Frank Sound area, is, our people love that drive out in the bus. It's a wonderful camaraderie. They enjoy just being on that bus and just having a wonderful full time just driving up there.
And see the changes that are taking place throughout the island.
COVID we were probably just sort of in our homes. So it's time during COVID. So it's time for us to get out and just relax ourselves, get in the bus, and take a bus ride up to Frank Sound and enjoy the day.
Okay, if I can interrupt you there, we have two callers as usual. We keep inviting them to call in, and then they wait until the last second. But we're going to take their calls. First caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, Mr. For the Record.
Good morning, Doc. How are you doing?
Yeah, protocol has been established. I'm not going to
do
all of this stuff. I have about 3 comments.
Okay.
Number one, I think there was a comment about where were the legislators met during the early years of the Legislative Assembly. After the 10th of August, 1831, they met at Pedro St. James.
Yes.
Pedro St. James, that was hired from the Eden family. That was where the first legislature met. In one room, downstairs and upstairs. The magistrates met upstairs, and the vestrymen met downstairs. And there was that was also the site of the first jail.
Right.
Okay. And after that, then they met in Georgetown, where the old
courthouse
would have been now. And then after that, they met in the town hall in Georgetown. Yes. Now, secondly, there's something came onto your radio this morning about I think it's a historical clip about record the 10 sails and Prince on board the ship, and that was where we got exempt from taxes. That is not true.
No, we didn't discuss that on the show this morning.
And I hope that when the Progressive put on their radio show that they will have accurate history on the show. There is no evidence that any prince was on board any ship, and in fact, after that we had taxation here. Every home was taxed, every canoe was taxed, bulls, heifers was taxed, every schooner was taxed.
Okay.
So that's not true. It's a lie, and we should stop expanding these lies from generation to generation to generation.
Was that one of the historical vignettes that was played on Radio Cayman that you're talking about?
Okay.
Because it certainly wasn't something we said.
That's not true. And thirdly, AJ was the first fire chief.
Yes.
AJ Miller.
Yes.
We did mention that in the studio here. When we in the break.
Yeah.
He was the first fire chief. Before Mclaughlin Nixon. That was the days when the airplanes pitched on the old tarmac and up at the first airport.
Yeah.
He was the fire chief then. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, Doc. Thank you very much for that. Talk to you later. Let's grab the next caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning to you. It's so good to listen to you this morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
And thank you for taking my call. I just wanted to say, number one, thank you for recognizing the lives, just a tidbit of the lives of many of our senior citizens who passed on. That, they're very important to us, and thank you for that. And also, I wanted to congratulate the progressives, and also to thank the governor and the deputy governor for the recent review, which found that no laws were broken by the progressives as regards the opening of the overseas offices in Brussels, Hong Kong, and Washington, nor were any laws broken as regards the Expo, the recent Expo. Those were all legitimately, put in place. And then, having said that, it was noted that as a consequence of their reports and the deputy government's review and the governor's review, they developed a formal policy. That policy about the period of election sensitivity, and it would provide clear information on how civil servants and ministers should conduct government business once an election had been called. But I wanted to tell you how, not that I doubt it, that it would be, the review would prove that you had broken no laws or that progressives have broken no laws, but I wanted to congratulate you on that.
Thank you.
Also, thank you for the fun day on the 21st, and I hope that everyone takes advantage of that. It's about time we get something which makes us feel really good, and I think this is one of those times when we can get together and have a good time, regardless of which party you support. I think you just come out and have a good time. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, caller, for that. Miss Barbara, I think I interrupted you. Miss Susan, what I'm going to do, just run this through so that they can get their closing comments, and then we can do a commercial afterwards. So sorry to interrupt you there, but I wanted to grab those two calls.
Ossie, thank you again. I'm not even sure where I was at that time, but my last congrats before I pass the mic to Mr. Leader is on the guy that swam around our island in 36 hours. Mm-hmm. What a feat that was. I mean, it was just absolutely incredible. Yes. And I just want to congratulate him, Ole Rush, for swimming around Cayman. It took him 36 hours, and he was raising funds for Plastic-Free Cayman. So congrats again, Ole. I understand you broke a record here, and on behalf of the official opposition and the progressives, again, thank you for swimming and for the proceeds that will actually benefit one of our charities here, which is Plastic-Free Cayman.
Okay. Mr. Leader of the Opposition.
I'd like to pick up with what Barbara just concluded with, because, a gentleman, he was swimming around outside the reef, and then when he got to South Sound yesterday evening, I think it was, yesterday morning, it was quite rough, and he actually came inside the reef to continue around up to the West Bay Beach, up to the finish line.
Okay.
And I had a couple of my constituents' children, 10 and 11 years old, two young boys, actually go out there and escort him in, because he was not able to come through the channel because it was too rough. And so they went out and they guided him over the reef and then swam the rest of the way with him.
Wow.
10, 11-year-old boy, and they're swimming that kind of distance.
Yeah.
These two gentlemen, young men, have already distinguished themselves in other ways.
Certainly.
With their swimming and other feats. And, I'm really grateful to them. I say congratulations to them for what they did yesterday, and also to congratulate Ole as well. That's just really inspiring what they have accomplished.
Definitely. Okay, I want to thank you all for being here, and look forward to, I believe, the next date, whether or not it's next week Wednesday or the following Wednesday, what I received from Mr. Tatum in that regard, but we will certainly announce it as well. Folks, we're going to take that commercial break. When we return, we will have our open mic to continue as well. I have one email that was shared with me from one of our listeners about the show that we had on Friday in relation to Emsley, and I will share that with you also, so please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
We think it's time you crossed over to a new vehicle. And with the Toyota Corolla Cross now at Vant Motors, you have plenty of reasons to make the switch. The crossover body and hybrid engine is a sleek design in a sturdy structure with a spacious interior that opens to extensive cargo space. Stuck in traffic? The high-performance self-charging hybrid system automatically switches between gas and electric vehicle mode, helping you lower both fuel costs and carbon emissions. The Corolla Cross has full LED lighting inside and out, an integrated display audio system with energy monitor, and a dual-zone climate control system to ensure comfort for all. Test drive the new Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid today at Vant Motors, Walkers Road.
At Doctors Hospital, we know life happens, and usually when you least expect it. So when unexpected medical issues arise, you need quality care close to home. Located in the heart of Georgetown, our accomplished team of physicians and medical staff treat minor urgent conditions such as migraines, chest and abdominal pain, shortness of breath, burns, broken bones, open wounds, and more. 24 hours, 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Peace of mind is important when life happens. At Doctors Hospital, we're always here just for you. Need to speak to someone? Call 949-6066.
Make your house into a home. Welcome to Brand Source Home Gallery, your source for premium products and a premium experience. We'll design and install your dream kitchen with crafted cabinets, complemented with elegant appliances. We'll fill it with quality houseware and cookware. Custom-designed closet and storage solutions organize and beautify any area. And with the finest bedding, you'll get a perfect night's sleep knowing Brand Source Home Gallery has everything you need to make your house a home.
Hello, Cayman. Join us on Saturday, May 21st for the Progressives Family Fun Day. It will be a day full of fun for all the family. Lots of food, music, prizes, and surprises. The fun begins at 11 a.m. on the beach a half-mile east of the Frank Sound Junction. See our Facebook pages for transportation details.
For the record, with Ort Connor.
Initiating system.
For information that matters. For the record, with Ort Connor. Continues right now on Radio Cayman.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. No guests in the studio now. We have an open line. Want to share this with you. One of our listeners wrote and said on Tuesday or Wednesday. Oh, sorry. I got to read the entire email. Says, good morning, Mr. O.C. Many thanks to you, Miss Rocket, and others for your interest and input with respect of Emsley Church. Unfortunately, I missed hearing several minutes of the conversation. Person says that they would be most grateful. And Miss Susan, I want you to listen to this, and I'm sure Miss Norma is listening as well. I would be most grateful if you could kindly arrange to have Radio Cayman replay what you have recorded re-Emsley Church this morning, perhaps one Tuesday or Wednesday night at 7 or 8 p.m. I am sure that many others have missed the opportunity of listening in, would be more than welcome hearing all of what has been said. Says, whenever you are able to arrange this along with Miss Norma Macfield, Director of Radio Cayman, please ask that it be advertised a few different times on the talk show and other times to inform the public to be sure to listen as well. Now, I know that we tell people that you can go back and follow it on YouTube, but at the same time, some of our listeners do not necessarily subscribe to YouTube and everything else. So something that we want to take into consideration. It was really, really a great show. And I'm sure that maybe we can find a sponsor to replay it, at some point in time, as well. But certainly we'll share this email with our director, Ms. Norma Macfield. And as usual, Radio Cayman will produce results for you one way or the other as well. I believe we have 3 callers. Let's go to the phone lines. First caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, Mr. Ossie. How are you, sir?
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Good to hear your voice. You were trending a little bit this morning as well on Radio Cayman.
How's that, sir?
Okay. Well, let me make sure I have the right person first. Go right ahead talking.
Right. This is Captain Farrington.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're the man.
Yeah, I was just calling to clear up that I was still alive.
Yep.
I broke my left hip, but I'm still very much alive, and I am the last of the legislators. I was elected back in 1956. Represent the district of West Bay.
Okay, so you were an elected vestryman.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
And of course, I knew Mr. Miller and Mr. Eden, so I didn't want to make this long. I just wanted to make a correction. I was surprised to know that both newspapers could have the same error, but I'm sure they got that from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a newspaper fault. Anyway, Stacey, continue the good work you're doing. God bless you all, and talk to you later.
Yes. Thank you very much, Captain Owen, for that and for that clarification as well, because I did send a WhatsApp message back to one of the persons who sent it to me just to inquire whether or not you were a justice of the peace or whether or not you were an elected vestryman. But getting it from the proverbial horse's mouth is no better way to get the right information. So thank you very much for that. And from here on in, we will make sure that you are given the recognition and the credit that you deserve and the fact that you are still alive and kicking. Let's grab the next caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, O.C. Thank you again. I didn't want to hold up the last time when I was on. Just
okay. We're getting an echo from you. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, go right ahead. Caller, go right ahead.
Anyway, here we are. I wanted to. Captain Owen just corrected himself, but I was about to call in to mention that Captain Owen was probably the last surviving member of the vestry. But I also wanted to offer my sincere congratulations to the Circle of Love group, who, after the 2-year break because of COVID, have now restarted their Child Month breakfast. And there was a parade of talent, they called it. And I can tell you, OC, and those of the listening public, it was a morning that I'm so happy I did not miss it. There's just so much talent. And, of course, that's just a drop in the bucket of the number of students and children that we have who are able to perform and they just put their best into it. It was lovely. There were, the student speakers. They had quadrille dance and poems and some of the the children had, there were duets, solo, and so on. Of course, you can only include so much in one morning. But I wanted to congratulate the Circle of Love and to say that everyone who contributed or supported as a sponsor for that event, this is something which should continue and it should be highlighted. I was sorry that I didn't see more people from the press there, but these are some of the items that we need to highlight in the press because our students are gifted, our children are valuable, and we need to allow them the space to showcase those talents, but also as well to be supportive of them. And I want to heartily congratulate the students and to thank every sponsor who helped to make this possible. And again, in support of the Circle of Love group, under whose leadership Miss Julie Hunter have been doing a great job, not just for the children, but they also once a year put on a breakfast during the time that we celebrate our seniors. So thank you very much for the time. I shall continue to listen to your show, and I do appreciate the time given to me. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, and God bless you as well. We're going to take a commercial break. We still have another caller on hold. Caller, hang in there. Quick commercial break. When we return, we will take your call, so please stay tuned.
What's that? No sugar, same amazing taste? Coca-Cola Zero Sugar is here to stay. Classic taste, pure satisfaction. Be sure to stop into any Tortuga location and get your own case of Coke Zero. Or grab an ice-cold one straight from the cooler. Brought to you by Tortuga Distributors Limited. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling, Cayman.
JN Money, money touchdown. Send the money now. Reach wow. You say you need some money. JN Money, I go send it in a hurry. Get through quick when you come collect your cash, or use a money card and swipe it in a flash. Send funds to any bank, yeah. Pay your bills quick, yeah. Low fees, you know what it, yeah. JN Money, we are pick, yeah. Send and receive funds at any JN Money location. It's fast, affordable, and convenient. Money touchdown with JN Money. Send funds to any bank, yeah. Pay your bills quick, yeah. Low fees, you know what it, yeah. JN Money, we are pick, yeah.
Call 345-945-2014 for details. Available at JN Money locations across the Cayman Islands.
At Doctor's Hospital, we know life happens, and usually when you least expect it. So when unexpected medical issues arise, you need quality care close to home. Located in the heart of Georgetown, our accomplished team of physicians and medical staff treat minor urgent conditions such as migraines, chest and abdominal pain, shortness of breath, burns, broken bones, open wounds, and more. 24 hours, 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Peace of mind is important when life happens. At Doctor's Hospital, we're always here just for you. Need to speak to someone? Call 949-6066.
For the record with Ort Connor.
Initiating system.
For information that matter. For the record with Ort Connor. Continues right now on Radio Cayman.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. As promised, we're going straight to the phone lines. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How art thou?
Oh, I'm good this morning. Good morning to the folks in the studio.
They have left. They have left.
They've left. Okay. But Mr. Roy probably listening. He listens long.
I'm sure.
Morning,
yes.
sir.
Yes.
And I want to say good morning to Captain Owen. I'm not dead yet, quote unquote. Broken hip, but I'm still here.
Yep.
That was some Cayman spice from yesterday. I like that this morning. Thank you, sir, for that Caymanian spark. You made my day. I was calling about to say something to Dr. Steve McField and the company. I was so pleased yesterday to hear that one of their initiatives seems to have become a reality.
It grew legs, but yeah.
I might say his legal aid program that he and Mr. Racer for millennia seems like have been beating the drums. I was listening to hear a little filling in the gaps with, names of said initiatives that were there at the initial stage. And I don't believe, well, put it like this, I believe it was even more than just the two of them, but, to me, they were the voice, the public voice of we need this is something we should have. But I guess, our people can't be given credit for anything. I don't know why I was, like I said, I'm pleased that it's finally a reality.
Yes.
Sometimes we need things like that, but I'm just disappointed here again. No mention of the legs or the stool that we sit on, we stand on, the table we eat off of. No mention of the legs, and without the legs, you're not going so far.
Even the foundation for the building that you're that you're in to have that table.
You know what I'm saying. I am disappointed, but government, I'm pleased. I'm really pleased. And Prem and Deputy, your daughter went to see too. I want my Seaman's holiday. I want it, and I don't tell her how to get the Seaman's way. If you want me to pound that table again this morning, I'll do that. But your daddy went to see. Give me the holiday before I did, since I won't give it to them before they all die off. And I give it to me before I did. I'm not far behind them. I know I'm an old woman now. Give us that holiday. Don't tell us how much we are worth. Don't tell us that our elders did this, and you thump your chest, and they have nothing solid to hold on to. They deserve it. When you tell me that they mean something and I can't see anything tangible, and Cayman is all about being tangible.
Yep, yes.
I want something tangible that they like. I can see them. Also, you can see them to offer shade road colored. I can just see them. Anyway, Cap, knowing you made my day. You really made my day. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my dear. Thank you very much. Ms. Susan, you can close those lines off now. I want to share a tribute that Miss Lucille Seymour has written to her national hero, Honorable Sybil Mclaughlin. And the Honorable Sybil Mclaughlin, MB, JP, Cayman Islands national hero. A great woman follows, my mother often said while I was growing up in Georgetown. She would say it louder, especially when her friend Mr. Val Hurlstern from South Sound visited. Sybil Lopez, the South Sound queen. To us young women on Shaden Road, Miss Sybil was like a rock star, someone followed by crowds. She exemplified grace and sophistication. That lady had class and was as beautiful as Gina Lillobrigida. She could match clothes and wear them better than Coco Chanel. She was an incredible dancer, especially in Latin dances and waltzes. When she entered a room, it was with majesty and poise, just like a dame or a princess. Yes. That was her Sybil, an example for all young girls to follow. My early connection with her came through my mother, who worked with Miss Sybil's aunt, Nurse Annie Bush. At the Georgetown Hospital, Miss Sybil lived with her aunt's family. In those days, few women held government jobs, but Miss Sybil did. She was educated, knew shorthand, and was an exceptional typist. When she typed, her fingers glided as if on a piano. All of us wanted to be just like her. She was an exceptional woman. She played tennis, and we played too. She made sure that the tennis court at the annex was available for us to also play netball. What an accomplished woman to emulate. She was born to be great, and everyone liked her. She made time for us and ensured we young women got invitations to prestigious functions. There was something special about this woman. She never looked down on us, nor said we were too young to be included. Of course, she corrected us when she felt we were misstepping with manners, dress, or meeting people properly. When under Miss Sybil's leadership as a speaker, the Legislative Assembly brought overseas people for legislative meetings, she made sure we assisted, and she groomed us on how to deliver with pride. She was like a Mother Teresa who looked out for us. She knew everybody and, at opportune times, made sure we understood them too. Our great Caymanian mentor wanted us to be just like her. I remember when Dame Hilda Bino, Governor General of Grenada, opened the Legislative Assembly. I said to her that I wished I could meet the Dame. Miss Sybil only smiled, and when the opportunity came, she introduced me to Dame Hilda Bino and the incomparable Dame Eugenia Charles, Prime Minister of Dominica. I remember her beaming with that graceful smile and predicting, I think she will be a politician one day. I was reminded of it when she spoke on my behalf at my first political meeting in the year 2000. We followed in her footsteps and became business and professional club members. There were opportunities to empower ourselves, and she knew how to empower others. She regularly kept in touch and gave me lots of hints on the business of Parliament for if and when I got there. She accompanied me to receive my BEM in 1993. She said that day to me, "Lucille, you will do well in life. Keep working to help others be just like you." Our interaction decreased when she moved to East End, but Miss Sybil never forgot to invite me for conviviality and a meal occasionally. I admired Miss Sybil and saw her as a mentor. Knowing her and her closeness to politics helped me to take that bold step and throw my hat into the ring. She was an excellent example for us. It was also good to have someone of that stature recognize us and ensure we walked in her shadow. My mother was right. This South Sound queen was a great woman to follow. Indeed, Miss Maud knew that she would become our heroine with her demeanor and love for country and duty. Today, we pause when we visit the Centennial Park with a slight bow. There is the woman who gauged us to follow her, our South Sound Queen and Cayman national hero. The memory of awarding her as a national hero will be with me all my life. As the Permanent Secretary of Women, Youth, Community Affairs, Sports and Culture, I chaired the 1996 investiture ceremony for this virtuous woman to receive this great honor. I don't think I have had such an honor in my entire life. This occasion lifted me with a national feeling to do such an act for a phenomenal woman, a great woman whose shoes I cannot fill, but one who gave me so many opportunities to be a nation builder. Thank you, Honorable Sybil Mclaughlin, MBE, JP. We shall not forget you. The generations shall hail you for encouraging and empowering others to be like you. And that's from Miss Lucille Seymour, BEM, MBE, JP. Folks, I want to thank you for allowing Radio Cayman and by extension For the Record into your homes, into your vehicles, as you traverse the busy roads of the Cayman Islands into your places of work, wherever that may be. I also want to remind you, we are our brothers and our sisters' keepers, just like our national hero, the late Sybil Mclaughlin. So I want to remind you, we are our brothers and our sisters' keepers. There is always someone out there who's less fortunate than we are. And I ask you to extend a helping hand to them. If you can't do that, then I suggest you donate to our worthy charity, because we always want to consider those who need, not necessarily those who want or even those who crave. So I say to you, have a great day. Continue to support your radio station, Radio Cayman. Join Sterling Dwayne Banks at 12:15 for Talk Today. And as usual, we ask the good Lord to bless these three beautiful, wonderful Cayman Islands.
For the Record is brought to you by Vamped Motors, the only authorized Ford and Toyota dealership serving the Cayman Islands. Coca-Cola, available across the Cayman Islands from Tortuga distributors. Accept no substitutes. Taste the feeling with Coca-Cola. Brand Source Home Gallery, inspiring luxury. West Bay Pharmacy, taking care of your health. And JN Money. From abroad to yard. Fast, affordable, convenient. Doctor's Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctor's Hospital. Always there for you. Call 949-6066. And giversplanet.com. Cayman's online platform for fundraising and charitable donations.
You are listening to Radio Cayman, a voice